Alright, are we ready? Alright, chat. This box looks fat, I'm not gonna lie. There is some shit that I've seen in here. I've tried to not spoil too much for myself, but getting the cards for the thumbnail, that was already enough to go, oh, wow, this box looks kind of insane. I love how it's like pseudo mimicking Master Duel as well. Master Duel's like, here's all this new water support. Duel Links? You know what? Let's get some more water support in there. It's actually great. Oh, should I have a mic? No, I have a mic on. Good. Hey, Eve. Yo, wide. Alright. So just gonna be doing a box review today, and we'll start in just a little bit once everyone's in. Once we got all the viewers in, you know. No, you're not late. We're about to start. Just about to start. Just waiting until we've got all the boys in, you know. You get around us flooding with water support. I'm thankful for it. I don't think I've played a water deck yet I haven't enjoyed. I haven't played the that stupid Umi control deck yet, so that one might have been a bit I don't think I would have enjoyed that or play against it, but so far I've enjoyed every water deck I've played, so. Oh yeah, this box looks juicy. Is Duel Links actually meta got any leaks out yet for the new character? I got some skill leaks or what? We do. I guess we'll go through them afterwards as well. So we'll do box, and then we'll look at the new character skill leak things too. I know level up rewards as well, because why not? Hey, what's she dropping? It's actually what's she dropping? Fuck. Ooh, Light Arena. Not Light Stage, but Arena's pretty good. Alright. The Elite Shark Structure deck. Dude, the support looks like it's coming in this box. Will we need it? Will we actually need it? I don't know. The structure deck real? Dunno. I mean, the leak's real, but is the actual, the thing real? Like the actual, like the release date, like real, like when we're getting it? I assume it's going to be soon if we're getting a bunch of water support now. May even come with the new box even. Be pretty dope. Did you enjoy Crestron? I never really played Crestron. I probably would have enjoyed it if I played it, but I hated playing against it because it was way too grindy for Duel Links. Alright, we ready to start yet? The boys in? Oh, nearly. Nearly got enough people. St. Joan? Oh my god. When is the spellbook video? It's not happening, buddy. It's not happening. Unless there's some insane new spellbook support dropped. That ain't happening. Alright, ready to start. Alright, so as per usual, we're going to go through the box. We're going to go through the leaks and the level up rewards and whatever. We'll check out her new skills and all the kind of stuff for the new character. And as per usual, we'll start at the bottom of the shit cards and go all the way to the pod cards at the top. So we've got a lot to go through today, so let's just jump into it. Alright. So first card we've got TRICKSTAR Mandrake, which is a card I do not know what it does because I don't think anyone uses this in IRL. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can special summon. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon a TRICKSTAR monster, you can target one monster an opponent's link monster points to, destroy it. Okay. So very, very average card. The special summon from hand could be relevant if we were playing some kind of discard stuff, but I don't think TRICKSTAR even has any discard stuff. Yeah. I don't have any link from hand or anything like that either, so I don't think it's a... Yeah. And the destruction effect is extremely link specific, so... Probably a no on that one. Yeah, probably a no on that one. Now these cards we already have, which is surprising. I forget we actually have technically got some TRICKSTAR cards in game already. Alright. Trial of the Princess. Equip only to White Magician Pickery. What the fuck? This thing has its own archetype of cards? Okay. It gains 800 attack. At the end of the battle phase, if the equipped monster destroys a level 5 or higher monster by battle this turn, okay, you tribute the equipped monster, special summon from your hand or deck one Princess Pickery. If you tributed White Princess Pickery or... What the heck? What? This has its own archetype? What? I never knew this. We're not sure how this thing's going to kill a level 5 or higher monster, but... The end of your battle phase. Yeah, I assume this is absolutely just a meme archetype. This seems like absolute garbage. This seems like such garbage. Alright, moving on. Alright. TRICKSTAR Rodode. Another TRICKSTAR I have no idea about because it's not played IRL. You can discard one TRICKSTAR card, then target one TRICKSTAR Link monster in your graveyard to special summon it. You have to have one in the TRICKSTAR Link in the graveyard already? And it's a good extender-ish. You have to discard a card for it. You can discard this card, get this card back. It's kind of a combo, I guess. You can only use the effects of TRICKSTAR robots per turn. Each time a card is banished from your opponent's graveyard, immediately inflict 200 battle damage or 200 damage to your opponent for each card banished. So this card combos pretty well with this one. But it's kind of... it's just an extender, right? Don't think there's enough hand space to want to play this in Duel Links. Because you would have to get out your... I guess you can play it later on. Like if there's a search skill and you play one of these, you can bring back your Link monsters. That's kind of neat. But yeah, it's not the greatest. Definitely not the greatest. But if there's like a search skill or something, you might want to run one of it just to bring back your TRICKSTARs later on. Has all the damage been halved, by the way? Yeah, I assume Duel Links meta has already halved the damage it's inflicting. I assume the thing only does 400, maybe. Actually, I thought it did 200 normally. Yeah, either way, I don't think we're going to run 3 of this anyway. It's like an extend and maybe a searchable card. That's about it. Alright. Swap Cleric. If this card is sent to the graveyard as Link material, you can have that Link monster lose 500 attack, then draw 1 card. Okay. You only use the effect of Swap Cleric once per turn. Okay. I mean, the effect wouldn't be awful if it was like part of some like combo which just brought this out of the deck or something, because you wouldn't want to just like have this as a starter card. It's got like no special summon effect, no special summon something from somewhere effect. It's just hope you have another special summon to go with it kind of thing, right? Drawing a card isn't bad, but you're not using this. Not the worst though. Saint Joan. Holy. What a stacked card. 2,800 attack. God damn, Joan, you beefy. The Forbidden Maiden plus Dark Lord Marie. It uses a Dark Lord card? Okay. Do Dark Lord support? Dark Lord tier 1 again? Is it even old school? Why has it got a Dark Lord card on it? Which one is that? Oh. Okay. That one. Huh. Yeah, she do be kind of beefy. She's got that World of Warcraft armor on, dude. Goddamn. Yeah, obviously, top tier meta support. We'll see this as tier 0 in every deck. Alright, moving on. Now we've got a good card For a normal? Sheesh. You can special summon this card from your hand to your zone a MARINCESS Link monster points to. You only special summon MARINCESS Seahorse once per turn this way. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you manage this card on your graveyard, special summon a water monster from your hand to a zone elite monster points to. So, depending on what we're given, if we're given any Link ones, especially the one that brings this back from the graveyard, this card becomes very good. So, if we get any Link ones, I assume we'll be playing this card. Because this is a very good card. I assume there'll be a Link one in here somewhere. If there isn't, then I'm not really sure how this deck will function very well without it, because you can't really... I guess if they give us the level 4 that brings up the dude and stuff, I don't know. This card is obviously a very good card. It's actually a 1-card full combo in Master Duel, so... Very good card. I assume we will play this card, especially if there's a Link one. If there's no Link one, it might become a bit harder, but we'll see. We'll see later on what we've got given. If we get the Link one that brings this card back from the graveyard, you just summon this, link it into the Link one, add this card back to hand, special summon it, go into a Link 2 instantly. So it's always just like a really, yeah, you just go from there. Or you can go into the Link one, bring this thing back, summon it out, go into another Link one. But it depends on what cards we're given. Because this card may not be... I assume because this is a normal rarity, we're not getting all the MARINCESS cards in here. Not all the good ones, we'll see. Alright. MARINCESS C-Star. Okay, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard and target one MARINCESS card you control gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. That is... Garbanzo. That is not good. Compare these two cards as normal cards, by the way. This card is Garbanzo. What the hell? Just an 800 attack boost. That's all you're getting from it. Hell no. That is a hell no. Alright. Latency. Oh, bit of lag going on. Okay. Damn. Alright. If this card is added from your graveyard to your hand by a card effect, you can special summon it from your hand. Okay, not the worst, I guess. If this card is summoned this way, it is sent to the graveyard as... If this card is summoned this way, it's sent to the graveyard as Link material, you can draw 1 card. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're even using this either. This is some... This will need like a specific combo to use it, you know? Like, if this could go into a Link one that would then add it to hand and special summon it, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think we have a Link one like that in Duel Links. So I don't particularly think this is going to be all that relevant. Alright. It's not an awful card, though. It's just like specifically a combo starting thing if you have the cards for it, but I don't think there's any cards that are for it, you know? Alright. Giant Germ. Oh, it's my YouTube chat. When this card is destroyed battle and sent to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then you can special summon any number of giant germs from your deck in face-up attack position. Shit. Face-up attack position? 1000 attack? Damn, son. I don't think the damage has even been halved in this yet, so it's probably 250 damage. 250 damage per one? Sheesh. Yeah, that's a no, guys. I'm afraid that is a no. Anyone curious? We're not playing this card. Giant germ, sorry. Alright. Alright. Brave... Drew... Wait. Why have you got 2 different names? Is it Brave or Brave Drive? What is this thing? Bro, make up your mind. Alright. Once per turn, when your Cyber's monster declares an attack, you can discard one monster, then the attacking monster gains... Okay, I understand why we've got 2 different names now, because no one actually remembers the actual name, because no one's ever seen the card before. Alright, moving on. Dragon Piper. Is this dude got a cigarette in his mouth? What am I looking at? Oh no, he's got a bong in his mouth. Nice. Damn, Konami, you're getting a bit, I didn't know they'd be able to put that kind of stuff in the card art, but alright. Got the pipe in his mouth. Flip. Destroy all face-up dragon capture jars on the... Oh, yeah. Damn, I want 6 of these in my deck. Holy shit. If you destroy any, change your face-up dragon type monster on the field to attack position. Holy shit. I want 19 of these in my deck list. Holy shit. Give me more. Dragon Pipe is always lit. Super lit. Damn. You dragon capture jar jet players are gonna be in shambles after this one. Good luck to you. Oh shit, here it is. The dragon capture jar. Change all face-up dragon type monsters in the field to defense position. Also, they cannot change their battle positions. So this is useful in what? Buster Blader? But does Buster Blader already do that? Can we just play Buster Blader instead, yeah? This thing already put things in defense? Yeah, it does. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. I don't know what people want to actually do with this. Probably a whole lot of nothing. It's not even a good tech card versus Blue Eyes, so I don't think changing battle positions is all that relevant. They just exceeds it off into some rank 8 and blow this card up anyway. Or not even need to. So, moving on. Dark Room of Nightmare. This is a nasty burn card, isn't it? Each time your opponent takes damage from a card effect, except Dark Room of Nightmare, inflicts 300 damage to your opponent. And that's probably how... Is that the, I'm supposed to check the, if it's the damage is halved or not yet. Dark Room of... No, it's not. So it's 150 damage only. So, I mean, when you're playing Trickstar, you do a shit ton of burn damage. So I guess comboing this with Trickstar is kind of something. But I have no idea. Like, 150 damage only, 4 card starting hand, trying to burn your opponent that much? I think not. I think that's a no. Like, I don't underestimate the amount that Trickstar's going to be burning, because they do burn quite a lot, but I just don't see them burning enough where you'd actually want to run this and use that as your main game plan, rather than just spamming out a bunch of Link monsters, which I think is what they're going to be doing. Yeah. Because keep in mind, this is 150, not 300 damage. It's only doing 150. So I just don't think it's going to be that promising in this game. SR and Master Duel. I mean, in Master Duel, this card actually sees some play in some burn decks, but burn decks are a lot better in that game. Because they just are. Better cards for it, more cards starting hands, you have more resources. I just don't think it's going to be, yeah. Hey, Ethan. Yeah, FTK is coming out right now. Alright. Done with the normals. So far, only real card I'm excited for in here is the MARINCESS Seahorse. The rest seems... yeah... you know, a bit meh. Oh, and of course the Dragon Piper, of course. The top tier meta relevant card. Alright. Wait, is there no normal monsters this time? Just Miss Joan? Oh, that's fucking sad. Moving on. Alright. Waiting for the RI video? It's coming. VLAN Hydra. 2 monsters accept tokens. What the hell is this thing? Gains 300 attack for each monster co-linked to this card. You can target one link 3 or lower co-linked to monster... Oh wait, what am I reading here? You can target one link 3 or lower monster co-linked to this card. Tribute, and if you do special summon VLAN tokens equal to the tributed monster's link rating. Or you cannot special summon monsters with the same link rating as the targeted monster for the rest of this turn. Okay. Right. That is an interesting card. There's a link 3. I'm not really sure what we want to do with this. If anything. I wanted to see the cringe descriptions of the normal monsters, same. Yeah, I do not see what we're going to be doing. There's be some, like, weird ass, like, I don't know. Target counter for salad? I mean, if you can put this in front of one of your opponent's link monsters, I guess. Which I guess you can. They're the forward-facing arrow. Link 3 for that. Yeah, this is not that bad, actually. Kind of, against salad, I guess. I don't know. Pretty shit tech card there for your extra deck. It's not that bad, I guess. Being able to pop your opponent's salad card is kind of cool. Maybe. Probably not that useful though, I'm afraid. It seems like it might be okay, but I just don't think we have the space for this kind of shit. That's like only good against specifically salad, I guess. Or something that some of the link deck that faces forward. Alright. Trickstar Diva Ridis. Diva Ridis. Okay. We'll say Diva. That makes things easier. 2 level 3 or lower Trickstar monsters. You can control 1 Trickstar Diva. If this card is special summoned, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent. If your opponent normal or special summons a monster, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Has this one been halved yet? Trickstar Diva. No, it hasn't. This is only doing 100 damage per burn. So I just assume every card in here isn't been halved yet. I mean, it's very... I mean, you're probably going to use these kinds of cards just to link climb anyway, so I don't think you're going to end on this. Or if you do end on this, it'll be like something you end on after you've already summoned your bigger one. It's not once per turn. What, the burn? Yeah, we know that. It's only doing 100 per summon. Duel Links isn't like TCG where you summon 16,000 cards a turn. It's just not like that. So you're not doing a whole lot of burn damage with this. With the field spell you would, but I assume we're not getting the field spell. I think pretty sure the field spell would have been an ultra rare, and I didn't see it in there, so when I was getting the thumbnail cards. Blue Angel has a skill that doubles any Trickstar effect damage. Okay, maybe. Maybe worthwhile then. We'll see what our other skills do though. Yeah, I don't know. This one doesn't really do a whole lot, I don't think. It's just like maybe something you have to use though, just if there's no other link 2s to climb with. I think that's probably about it. But you're probably not gonna like. It's not like to get too excited over. Is all I'm saying. All right, Lilybell, which is a very good card, but it's technically a reprint, so I won't go through it. All right, Threshold Borg. What the fuck is this thing? It's got a sick card art though. God damn. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 Cyburst monster. All monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. I mean, it's honestly not the worst card. It's not the worst. We're not going to be using it, I don't think, but it's not the worst. It's just a 2400 special summon effect. Could be worse. Does cost you a discard though. There's just better ways to play this deck, okay? But it's a card, okay? It exists. It's not the worst card around though. I've seen worse combos, you know. Alright. Trickstar Black Cat Back. Alright, another link too. This one could be competing for the slot. There's been a lot of Trickstar extra deck monsters we're getting, so I don't think we're going to be playing all of them. Each time a monster is in each time a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle a card effect and sent to the graveyard, inflict 200 damage for your opponent. Okay, that's much worse than the other. Each time your opponent takes damage by a Trickstar monster effect, face-up monsters they control lose 200 attack for each monster this card points to. Second effect seems pretty dope, but the arrows are really off looking. Sideways. It was pointing upwards, maybe? Alright, spoiler alert, I'm gonna look up one of the TRICKSTAR cards real quick. I just want to see what the main one's arrows are. Aren't they diagonal? Oh, they're diagonal. I guess you summon it, then you summon another one? The effect doesn't seem that bad, but the arrows are so off. Because the 200 attack thing might actually be relevant. I just think it'd be kind of hard in Duel Links thing to enter an end board with this thing co-linked to like, or no, I guess that would be co-linked to have a monster next to it, and still have like a decent TRICKSTAR end board. But I think I definitely like this bit more than this one. I think. Well, this one's link arrows are a lot better. I don't know. The arrow's just so average on this card. Don't know. I don't like the arrows, but I like the effect. It's kind of like hard to say. Hard to say. It's hard to say what this card, how good these cards are going to be. So you see like how the combos are and where you're going to summon all the cards to, like what order. They definitely don't like the arrows though. So we'll move on for now. TRICKSTAR Bloom, a Link 1. Link 1s are fairly scary, but TRICKSTARs don't typically need them because their combos just kind of end with a special summon of a dude from hand anyway, such as wherever he is, the blue bell. If this card is Link summoned, you can make your opponent draw one card. If a what? Why would I want my opponent to draw a card? If a face-up TRICKSTAR monster this card points to is to try to battle a card effect, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. Oh. Ugh. 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 I don't want to give my opponent a draw. I know there's a TRICKSTAR card that burns them when they draw a card, but... bruh. Only reason you'll ever use this is if we have to have a way to put, like, a Link 1 to put a card in the graveyard, or because you want to get extra burn damage from summoning out another TRICKSTAR monster, maybe. So I can see this being used, but I do not see it, like, a world where we're using the give your opponent a card effect. I just don't... there's no way we're FTKing with this deck. There's no way we're going to be giving our opponent a card. You just would not do that, ever. But we might use it just because it's a Link 1. Don't underestimate Link 1s in this game. Link 1s are generally a really good, like, Link number. Especially if you want the arrows. So, the effect, probably hot garbage, but Link 1, maybe. We might need it. So, we'll see. Scavenger reprint? Okay. Sea Archiver. If a monster is normal or special summoned to a zone a Link monster points to, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Okay. But banish it when it leaves the field. You don't use this effect as each one per turn. It's normal. Your hands. It's not awful, it seems pretty good. Is there a deck we want to use this in though, currently? It's not awful, it seems okay. From hand or graveyard. So most Link decks do exactly what this card's describing, so... I don't know. This card doesn't seem awful though. It's Cyverse, it's water, works with MARINCESS. It's just a free body. I don't know. And TZSI used to play it. It's not awful. I wouldn't be surprised if some other decks are playing this card. I wouldn't be surprised. Not really sure what ones would play it yet though, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up getting play. It's not an awful card. Just a free body. Alright. Hope of Life? What the hell is this thing? Kind of cool card art. Okay, Restoration Point Guard. 2 Cyberse monsters. Once per turn, if another Link monster is Link summoned, this card cannot be destroyed, battle, or card effect for the rest of this turn. Yeah. If a Link monster that was Link summoned using this card as material is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Okay. Well, this seems pretty, The only reason you'd ever use this card is if, one, we had like a billion extra deck slots, which we don't. And 2, if we're just using this for a Link climb. So you just summon this, climb into another, so then during your opponent's turn they destroy your monster, this thing comes back. Like, if you don't care what Link 2 you're using to do the climb is when you'd use this. But it's only if you don't care about the Link 2 you're using to summon this. So yeah, we're probably not using this. We don't have the space in Duel Links in extra deck for like suboptimal cards, I don't think. Alright, Princess Piccolo. So surprised this even has an archetype. What the fuck? Alright. This card cannot be just normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except with the Trial of the Princess. During your standby phase, gain 800 life points for each monster you control. Do I even have to review these cards? Can I just like ignore these, Let's just ignore this card. Move on. Oh god, there's another one. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except with the Trial of... Bruh, you're never getting this card off. It's not happening. Oh god, moving on. Alright. Miss Starboy. All water monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. Also, all fire monsters on the field lose 400 attack and defense. If this card's destroyed battle or card effect, you can target one water monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can use the effect of Miss Starboy once per turn. This card is definitely not a bad card. A lot of TCG decks actually just kind of run this card anyway. It's not oftenly used, but it's just kind of like, oh, I need 500 attack on all my water monsters. Sure, I'll just summon this thing out anyway. Because it also includes itself, so it's not like this thing has a super low attack stat or something. So if you have like a already have like a decent Link monster board set up with like some water monsters, you can Link summon this thing out, give it an attack boost, and yeah. It's not awful, not awful. If we have, again, it's gonna be this. Using this card is 100% down to, do we have the space in extra deck for something like this? Because Duel Links only has 8 slots. Okay, we only have 8 slots. Can we fit this in? Maybe. Yeah. It's also like, this thing may not fit into some decks, but it may fit into like some decks that just don't really use extra deck all that much. We'll see. Atlantean, yeah. It's not a bad card, but it's just kind of, do we have the spots in the extra deck to actually run tech cards like this? Because if we do, we're 100% using it. It's not a bad card. Alright. Hip Hoshinigan. 2 light monsters. All light monsters on the field gain 500 attack. And, this is literally the exact same card, but for light monsters, right? Yeah, it is. So, again, same as this card. If we have the space, you'll run it. If you don't, probably won't. That's basically it. You also might run this card in decks that don't really use that extra deck, but they happen to be a light deck, maybe you'd run it, but yeah. That's about it. Same review as the other card. Alright. Dark Angel. When your fairy monster is targeted for an attack, you can tribute it and send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Then target one face-up monster you control, change the attack target to your targeted monster. And if you do, it gains attack equal to the original attack of the tributed monster. That sounds like a very average hand trap. It sounds like a very average hand trap. What's the, don't we already have, like, a... No, I don't know. I don't think we're using this. I don't think so. That's a no. I'd prefer 100% not to have this hand trap in my hand and just have any other trap card in the game on the field, you know? Any other trap card, any other spell card, you know? Alright. Binary Sorceress. 2 monsters accept tokens. This card gains the effects based on the number of monsters co-linked to this card. Pretty shitty arrows. 1+. When a monster co-linked to this card battles your opponent's monster and inflicts battle damage to them, you gain that much life points. Okay. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 2 face-up monsters you control. Until the end of this turn, half the attack of 1 monster. If you do, add the lost. Okay. Garbonzo. There's no way. These arrows are too shit. No, thank you. Alright, moving on. Are those all the SR cards we have? This is a mini, right? That probably is the amount we're having. Let me just refresh real quick to make sure. It is. Alright, moving on to the SR cards. And I'm already seeing a banger. Alright. And I'm already seeing a banger. Xyz Remora. Oh boy, we got a banger, boys. You can special summon this card from your hand by attaching 2 Xyz materials from monsters you control. When you do, you can target 2 level 4 fish-type monsters in your graveyard, special summon those targets in face-up defense position. Their effects are negated, they cannot attack or change their battle position, and they cannot be used Xyz material for an Xyz summon except for an Xyz summon of a water monster. So, in previous Duel Links, without the extra monster zone, I think this card would have been garbage, because you need, what, 3 slots to use this thing? Now, we can Xyz summon to the extra monster zone, and then we can summon this thing and 2 water monsters as well. So, so we can summon out quite some good shit with this thing. The only main issue is, you have to Xyz summon out a water monster, but what water monster is, like, useful without materials that we've got in Duel Links? Like, what do we actually have in the game right now? No, I don't want to... I something on water. Xyz. What is good without materials? I guess you just use it for a beta anyway, so it's not that bad overall, but I'm just wondering if there's any actual decent targets for it. Because you can always get some of them saying like, I would say Remora. I would say Black Ray Lancer, but probably not. Don't know. Oh, now there's something you might go into. Worry about that one later on. We'll see if we've got any good rank ups coming up. This card could be banger. We'll just see. I don't know what to rank it up to, though. I think I see what we rank it up to. We'll see. It's coming. It's coming. Alright, yeah, so banger of a card. Even if it's not, like... Even if there's no, like, super good, like, target for it, you still get a free, like, beater on the field anyway, so it's probably not the worst just for that. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, another banger. Probably the best TRICKSTAR card. TRICKSTAR Candina. Or yeah, it's Candina. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 TRICKSTAR card from your deck to your hand. So, there's your searcher for the deck. Each time your opponent activates a spell or trap card, inflict 200 damage to them, so it'll be 100 in this game. Yeah, banger of a card. This card can search for any of your TRICKSTARs. Candina. Sadly, I don't think we're getting light stage, so I don't think it's going to be as good, but just having a search is already fantastic. Is the other? Oh yeah, well, I'll keep talking about this card as we go through the next one, because it's basically comboed with it most of the time. TRICKSTAR Licorice Recoil. Quick effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, then target 1 TRICKSTAR monster you control except TRICKSTAR Licorice. I cannot say that word. Spirit summon this card, and if you do, return that monster to your hand. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. So already there's a kind of a little strategy here where you can summon this, search for this thing, then you can put this thing back in your hand for later on and have this thing on board instead. So you save your searcher for later. So, yeah. A lot of value from just having these two cards alone. Banger. I'm super curious on how the actual, the end boards are going to be for this deck, though. Because, like, the difference between, like, Duel Links and what it's going to be like in... what was like in Master Duel is in Master Duel, you're generally just kind of setting up this little board and slowly just killing your opponent with trap cards and shit. I don't think we're going to be doing that in this game. I don't think it's going to be super burn focused. I think we're just going to summon out a ridiculous amount of like link monsters and try to kill your opponent that way with Holly. Yeah, there's not much else to say about these two. Like, these two cards is really good. Your Searcher and your card that you can literally add the search back to hand if you want it for later on. And both of them have great burn effects too, both being on things that your opponent's like going to do during their turn. Alright, moving on. Another banger of a card. A card I'm very personally excited for because I love Paleos. I love them in Master Duel. I play them in Duel Links as well. They are very, very fun. Especially with wetlands. Paleo's gotten some new support, boys. I love me some Paleo. Alright. Especially because Paleo's in Duel Links, remember. We've got the, what is it called? I forgot the name of the skill. What has water? Does it come up? I think it's Shark? Shark? What's the goddamn name of this skill? Territory of the Sharks, there it is. Which basically turns all your monsters into level 4s. So not only is Paleo a level 2 deck, in Duel Links it's also a level 4 deck. So, very, very cool. Alright, Paleo, only known and blah blah blah. Target one spawn trap card on the field, destroy it. Once per chain, when a trap card is activated, when this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card as a normal monster. Aqua, Water, level 2, 1200, 100 and 200 attack. This card is not treated as a trap card. If summoned this way, when this card is unaffected by monster effects, also banish it when it leaves the field. So basically, Paleo's just given themselves a nice spawn trap card removal now. Which is definitely neato. Very nice. So I will 100% be making a, because I know there's another Paleo card in here, I'm thinking, oh yeah, the next card. I'll 100% be making a Paleo video with, Territory of the Sharks again. Not sure what Paleo variants I want to use though, because there's so many different Paleo variants. You can play, Frog Paleo, you can play Paleo, Pure Paleo, you can play Paleo with, what are those cards called? The, I can't even search, it's only their name. What's his name? This dude, Gradles. Gradle Paleo is a thing. There's a lot of cool ways you can play this. You can play with that dude that can attack directly and then play Wetlands. You don't need Toad in the game. Toad isn't needed. So we're making rank 4s, not just because we've still got the main dudes in the game, right? Right, and Toad, and you got Swamp Frog. So you just make all the normal stuff, but you just turn into XYZ monsters instead. Rank 4s you just turn into instead. You don't need Mr. Toad. Alright, moving on. We have Paleozoic Obama. 2 level 2 monsters. This card is unaffected by other monster effects. You can activate Paleozoic trap cards from your hand. Ooh, that's a fucking. Ooh, that's an effect. If this card has a trap card as XYZ material, you can attach one XYZ material from this card. Add one Paleozoic trap card from your deck to your hand. Damn! Obama got some card effects. Yeah, really cool card. Summon this thing out, search for your Canadia, boom, you're good to go. Obviously, though, you probably won't be summoning this on turn 1. I guess you could search it, just summon it on turn 1 if you want to search for a trap card. But I think on turn 1, you're probably just going to be setting all your trap cards anyway in Paleo, so you can't really summon this too often. You have to have specifically, like, some insane setup beforehand. But Canadia sucks against Link. Fuck you, Brad. You pessimistic bitch. Where's my banishing Canadia? Why is it not in the game yet, huh? Why couldn't they give us the banishing one? Why do I keep... Paleo. Where's he at? Why are you not in my game, huh? What's going on here? Give me my karma card. I guess we can half the attack. We'll just do that instead, smile. Alright. Yeah, you 100% expect a Paleo video from me. I've already made a bunch on my channel already. I don't know how many times I've done Paleo as an upload, but I've done it a bunch. How many times have I uploaded Paleo? Paleo. There's quite a lot of Paleo going on here. Time to unload the toad. There it is. Oh yeah. So definitely expect a Paleo video from me. Probably with Toad. Probably using frogs. We'll see. Alright, moving on. MARINCESS, Coral, and Anemone. Thank you, Nemo. 2 water monsters. You can target 1 water monster with 1,500 less attack in your graveyard, special summon it to your zone this card points to. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except water monsters. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 MARINCESS card in your graveyard except MARINCESS, Coral, and Enemy, add it to your hand. You can use each effect of MARINCESS, Coral, and Enemy once per turn. So this card is really good, not just in MARINCESS, but in any deck that can, any deck that has water monsters in it. You can just summon this thing out, bring back any water monster with 1,500 less attack. Obviously, it's definitely very good in MARINCESS because you can summon out a Link 3 with it, and then add, let's say, your Seahorse back to hand, then special summon out the Seahorse and go into a Link 4. But I don't think we have any Link 4 MARINCESS yet, so... Not really sure what MARINCESS stuff we can be doing. I don't think there's really enough MARINCESS in the game. By looks of things, we're not going to be doing much MARINCESSing yet. We're probably going to be doing a lot of water monstery stuff and just have this as a Link monster for water decks at the moment. I imagine. MARINCESS cards, yeah. Kind of missing a few of the MARINCESS archetype. Yeah, this card's a banger of a card for Link climbing, though. You go into a Link 3 and then just summon out one of your dudes back. Also, add a card back to hand. Just go into your Link 2, bring back your water monster, go into Link 3. But I don't know what Link 3 we can even go into right now for water. There's no Link 3 water monsters that are added, right? So I guess we're just going into like the generic Link 3s we already got. Does this thing lock you into water though? I guess you just summon this as a beta and just use the other one for something else. I don't really know what we're doing with this. I mean, it doesn't negate the effects of the water monster, so... So I guess you can just summon out, like, a shark or something and bring something else out. A shark is more than 1,500. Oh, Link 3 water monster above. Oh, there is 2. Alright, we'll see. Thank you. Alright, moving on. Injection Fairy Lily. Oh, mama. If this card attacks or is attacked, during damage calculation either player's turn, you can pay 2,000 life points once per battle. This card gains a 300 attack during that damage calculation. Oh, 3,000 attack. God damn. 3,400 attack. Are we playing this card? Probably not. But, minus 2,000 Destiny Draw proc for a 3,400 attack monster. No. Alright, moving on. This is the SR card we're hoping we don't get. Because look at all these good SR cards. So far, I want to pull every single one of these. Just not this one. Alright, Cat Shark. This card's good if you have Zeus in the game. We don't have Zeus, so I'm not really sure what we're going to be using this for. When this card exceeds material attached that was originally water, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn during other player's turn, you can attach one exceeding material from this card and target one rank 4 or exceeds monster you control. Its attack and defense each become double its original attack and defense till the end of this turn. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, not the greatest. I assume this might lead to some kind of OTK kind of stuff, I guess, but I don't think so. I think we're just going to be summoning out other 2s anyway, or other 4s, using the exact same material. Because in Paleo, because there's need link 2s for it, you'd summon this thing out, and you wouldn't even summon this thing out, you just activate your Shark skill and go into a rank 4 instead, and just hit your opponent for 2k plus damage anyway. So there's like no reason to use this. Hey, thank you for the 9 months, Aaron. Appreciate it, buddy. I don't actually think I have my alerts turned on, so I think I turned them off for a video. Oops. Yeah, I'll replay it, there you go. I think. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, buddy. You missed the normal monsters? Don't worry, there weren't any. You didn't miss shit. Konami didn't give me any water monsters to make fun of this time, outside of St. Joan over here. But she didn't even have any funny card text, so what's even the point? Oh, what am I up to here? Alright, moving on. Don't think I'm going to use this. We might use... no, I just don't think we're using this. Alright. Atlantean Dragoon... Oh my god, that is Dragoon to the game. Oh my god. Dark Magician players rejoice. All level 3 or lower C7 type monsters you control can attack your opponent directly. Ooh. Ooh. When this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect, add one sea serpent monster from your deck to your hand. Ooh. That's a mess in your pants worthy card effect right there. Ooh. Damn. Get a hold of this. Use your deep sea dweller. Missed timing, true. Wait, it does miss timing actually. Oh. Can I use this with Deep Sea Dweller then? And Duel is effect the last thing that goes off there? Huh. Why you gotta have a missed timing effect, buddy? What's that about? Should be able to. Wait, it doesn't miss timing? Wait, is it not mandatory? Is it mandatory? Oh, it's mandatory. Oh, you don't choose. It doesn't miss timing, it's a mandatory effect. Yeah, it's mandatory. That is one banger of a card, though. Yeah, you're probably seeing this in, like, generic Shark XYZ, too, rather than just play, or generic Water XYZ, not just in, I guess generic Water XYZ is probably just gonna be more Atlantean now, anyway. Sadly, can't summon this old diva, though. But I don't think that matters too much. This is a really good draw, so... You still play diva anyway, because you just summon out the dude lets you summon this from hand. Yeah, banger of a card. This is actually like one of the most stacked SR pulls I've seen in a while. Look at these SR cards though, chat. I feel like most of these cards could be an ultra rare in like older Duel Links. Every single one of these cards you could put as an ultra rare and I wouldn't be mad. Except maybe the these two Paleo cards. Like these dudes here. Oh sorry, this dude and these three, they're all so good. There's so many stacked SRs in this pool. God damn. Yeah, I wouldn't even be mad if they made this an ultra rare, let's be honest. I want a prismatic version, that's what I need. Alright. Moving on. We now have the final 3 cards of the box before we go through the leaked skills and the rewards and the cards we're getting from the event. We have the 3 ultra rares. Remember chat, if you made it this far, then please leave a like on the stream and also consider subscribing if you haven't already. Alright, let's get into it. There's the reason it's just so I can hit them, I guess. Alright, 2 TRICKSTAR monsters. So this is what I think the main game plan for TRICKSTAR is actually based around. Summoning this thing and just beating your opponent. Each time a TRICKSTAR monster is normal special summoned to a zone this card points to, inflict 200 damage to your opponent, which will be 100 because it has been halved. TRICKSTAR monsters card points to cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If your opponent takes damage by a TRICKSTAR monster effect, this card gains attack equal to the damage they took until the end of this turn. So I was curious as to, has the Link one got a decent attack stat? No, never mind. Yeah, so I think this is how we're going to be killing our opponent most of the time. You're going to summon this thing out, you're going to be burning your opponent with your other TRICKSTAR stuff. It will have a decent attack line. Then you can try and beat your opponent to death. And hopefully you'll be able to do some other Link summons during the same turn. Like if any of you have played against the TRICKSTAR lady in game yet, and just had like the auto drill turned on, just watch how many times she just summons during a turn. Because you'll probably be able to do that. I think we're getting most of the cards she has, if not all of them. So yeah, we'll probably be doing a lot of Link summoning and then just beating your opponent to death. There's like a beatdown sort of a deck. And the bird damage certainly does add up. So if you're able to do like 1,500 burn damage, let's say, then having like this thing on board with a shit ton of attack as well, another Link monster on board with a shit ton of attack, that's like, they're just dead. It also makes your opponent, like, even if they don't die, like you hit your opponent for a shit ton of damage, even if they don't die, it makes it hard for them to summon stuff, because they'll just keep burning themselves to death, so. Every time they draw a card, every time they special summon cards, so. We'll see. I'm not super confident in the burn strategy, but I'm pretty confident that this deck will at least have some sort of beatdown variance, you know? This with a lot of... if you could obviously just play TRICKSTAR with a shit ton of trap cards too, and then just play it as more of a slow game, which might be how they're played. But we'll see, we'll see. I just don't see how this deck beats Salad. I mean, I don't think Salad should be the, like, the bar of entry, right? I think you should be looking more for like tier 3 sort of category, like just below like rogue tier level stuff. Because like most decks are struggling versus Salad right now. There's a reason it's tier 0. So I think if something can't beat Salad, it doesn't really matter too much. Because I assume if TRICKSTAR actually, if Salad does stay tier 0, it won't be long before they get nerfed anyway. Even if it's only like a softer nerf, like a removal recon or something. TRICKSTAR Trap Hell, could be. I don't know, we'll see. I'm hopeful for it because I want to play it, but I'm probably being a bit too optimistic about it. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, there could be some really insane skills, by the way. The skills are probably what's going to make the deck, I'm hoping. We'll see. Alright. Shooting Code Talker. The Link 3 water monster we're thinking we're summoning off of this thing. What the hell does this thing do? 2 Cyverse monsters. At the start of your battle phase, you can activate this effect. This battle phase. This card can make attacks onto your opponent's monsters up to the number of monsters this card currently points to +1. So this card already does double attack, and it could do 3 if you're able to get a monster. It's, ooh, 3 if you get, okay. But this turn, when it attacks your opponent's opponent's only monster. What am I saying? But this turn, when it attacks your opponent's only monster, so they only have 1 monster. Is that what that's saying? That's worded really weirdly. This card loses 400 attack during damage calculation only. And it can't attack directly with its bonus attacks. At the end of the battle phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of monsters this card destroyed by battle this turn. Huh. That's something. I mean, the drawing is dope. It seems pretty meh. I'm gonna be honest. The fact it only hits monsters is kind of sus. I mean, this card versus Salad is kind of cool, because if you get rid of their back row, then all of a sudden that's like a guaranteed 2 pops, since they end on end boards with low attack monsters generally. That's pretty cool. I we can all agree this box is very mediocre. Not true at all. Not true at all. I think Water XYZ is going to be banger after this box. It's not mediocre at all. Water XYZ is looking banger. And I get to play Paleo again? I'm hella hyped. I can already see, like, I literally already see 3 videos of me making Water XYZ, and me making TRICKSTAR, and me making Paleo XYZ. I'm hella hyped for this one. That'll probably be the last video I make, though. I assume more people want to see that standard Water XYZ first. I have no idea about cards like this. Like, I see this and I'm thinking from like a Master Duel brain, I'm like, wow, this card's fucking shit. But I'm like, huh, is this like good enough in Duel Links though? Do we have an attack boost for this thing at least, so it's not going to be 1900 attack, whatever it is, trying to swing into some monster? I don't know. What decks even end on like multiple monsters? Is it like... What decks even end on multiple monsters at the moment? Salad do. I guess Odd Eyes do. Mammoth doesn't. Galaxy Fate Hunter doesn't. Heroes sometimes don't even play on turn 1. I guess they do. I don't know. It seems like... I don't know. There's no main phase 2 either, so we can't even set the cards we're adding. It's like when drawn into hand traps in this game. Mantis floats, that's true. A Mermail video? Probably do one of those as well, maybe. I don't know how... The issue with Mermails is there's a lot of ultra rares, and I don't really know how many I own. I think I own most of them, but we'll see. This card's so hard to rate. I just have no fucking clue what to say about this card. Zero clue. It's like, is it going to be playable? Is it not? I mean, there's a reason it's an ultra rare, right? So I assume in testing, Konami's played this card and been like, oh yeah, this card deserves its ultra rare status, so it must be okay in Duel Links. It's just, I just don't... Is this really the best we got? I don't know. Alright, we'll see. We'll move on for now. Alright. Number C32, Shark Drake Weiss. That's how you say Weiss, right, for that? Not Vice? Say Vice for that or Weiss? I have no idea. I think it's pronounced weirdly, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it is Vice. I don't know. Alright. You can also exceed some of this card by using a number 32 Shark Drake you control as the material. So number 32 Shark Drake. Shark Drake. Which is this one. Ooh. The one that needs 3? Oh, I mean, actually we can summon this now. You can summon this straight off of the Remora. If you wanted to. What does it do? Don't we have a skill for this card? We do have a skill for this card. Oh, it's that. Oh, isn't this really bad? You can also see some of this card using your material. During either player's turn, if your life points are 1,000 or... you attach one material from this card and banish one monster from your graveyard to target one face-up monster on the field. Oh... And they're good in code talkers, we'll sign that code. Why is this the ultra rare, dude? What the fuck? This thing is shit. This is your discount fucking Utopia Ray. The skill doubles its battle damage. It has 1,000 or less life points though for that stuff. I guess just... Man. Really? Your skill made the card irrelevant? Alright, which skill are we talking here? What's his name? It's... Shark Drake. In addition, the flame effects can be... where'd it go? In addition, the flame effects can be used once per duel by paying life points to make your life points equal to 1,000. Oh, it's a skill that lets you do this? Oh. Wait, who's this on? Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Huh. Never mind, we actually have a skill that makes this actually banger. So is this skill actually out in game? Where do I get this skill from? Oh, lifetime mission. Oh. Never mind, okay. Alright, well that's made this card actually playable. You actually just OTK your opponent flat out. It's literally just an instant kill of your opponent. Never mind. Okay, we got a good card. That's why it's an ultra rare, because the skill fixes it. Okay. That makes more sense. This thing's instantly summonable off of Remora. You make any rank 4, activate your Remora, detach the 2 materials, summon Remora, summon the 2 dudes back, summon into your 3, and then summon this guy out on top. Instant kill of your opponent. Never mind, I guess. What I guess it's just it's gonna be a shark deck though, right? That's pure shark. Cause you can't play you play fish stuff. So Buzzsaw Shark. Oh, we got a new we got 2 copies of her now, don't we? Oh, she's in the card trade. We've got 3 of her. Wait, what do shark decks look like currently in Duel Links? How easy is this deck now? Why is it called fish, not shark? Cringe. Wait, any DLM devs in chat want to, have a discussion over why this is called fish and not shark? Because that is cringe, alright? I want to see shark. Look at that, get the shit out of here. They're playing whale, what the hell? Damn. This deck's actually hella consistent now. Okay, well. Huh. That card's a lot more banger than I thought it would be. Alright, cool. Well, that's it of the box. But now we've got the new skills and the things. So far from just the box cards, there's a lot of new videos I can make. What stuff's gonna be meta though? No fucking clue. TRICKSTAR's is looking kind of weak at the moment, but I'm hoping there's a skill that'll fix that. No, 0 clue about this card. Shark's looking pretty dope. Paleo got a nice buff. And yeah. Should be fun. Should be fun. Alright, let's look at the new skills, I think. Or the new cards first. Joel. Alright, let's look at the level up rewards first. Trickstar and Nightshade. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon of a Trickstar monster, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so that means the link 1 is a lot more viable now. Because any Trickstar monster you can go into the link 1. This card goes into the link 1, bring itself back, go into a link 2. So this card alone makes link 1 way more viable. Okay. Pretty good card, pretty good card. I think this cements that we'll probably be playing the link 1 at least the 1 copy of, I think. Orcust full combo. We're not playing Orcust, okay? We're playing Trickstar. Goddamn Orcust players. Trying to steal our Trickstar cards. Alright. Oh, we're getting Corobane. Ooh. Ooh, that gives me more hope. This card's really good. This is a nasty hand trap. If you control no monsters, or all monsters you control are currently are Trickstar monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So already, very good for link summoning. During the damage step, when your Trickstar monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster you control gains attack equal to its original attack until the end of this turn. So this is a fat 2000 attack buff on top of your Holy Angel. And even just your base ones. Like if you just ended on a Licorice, there's literally no way they're swinging over it all the time. So they're just swinging straight into what, 3200 attack or some shit? Yeah, straight into a 3200 attack monster. You can even just summon out Container, search for this card, and then just beat over your opponent's shit with it. A playable event deck has 3 copies. Sheesh. I wonder how many copies we're going to be given of this. I assume 1. I don't think we'll get 2 of this in the level up rewards. I think we'll get 1 of this. There's no way they give us more than 1. This card is too good. If we only get 1 copy of this, I'll be pretty sad. I think I'd like more copies. So I hope this deck is actually good. I think more copies of this will actually give it a good chance to be good. This card is really strong. Like, just doing, like, a fat, like, 2000 damage to your opponent, just beating over one of their monsters, combined with all the burn damage, will make it really hard for your opponent to play. Yeah, so insane card, insane card. Alright, then we have Trickstar Crimson Heart. Okay, 2 Trickstar monsters. Each time a Trickstar monster is normal or special summoned to a zone this card points to, gain 200 life points. Okay, you can discard 1 Trickstar card, both players draw 1 card, but if your life point was at least 2000 higher than your opponent's when this fate was activated, you draw 2 instead. Okay, so we're probably going to play at least 1 of this. So a decent stat line for a Link 2 as well. What the other Link 2's got stat line wise? Pretty low, right? I got 2000. This card's got way better arrows though, right? So the diagonal left. Okay. Having 2000 more life points higher than your opponent is very doable in a deck that burns a trillion. And at the very worst, you can just do a draw discard. It does give your opponent a draw then, which is pretty average. Doesn't net you more value than your opponent though, right? Because you summon this, you're discarding 1 to draw 2, and your opponent's just drawing 1. Net value. Drawing 2 is always pretty good though. Especially in a deck where you're probably going to rely a lot on back row. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Definitely going to be playing a copy of it. So, yeah, this card gives me a lot more hope for Trickstar being a good deck though, because this is a really good card. This might just make the archetype playable. Let's see how many copies they give us for this. Alright, skills. What skills are we going to be getting? So, okay, can't wait to find a really banger skill in here, and the character's released fully, and we find out can't use any of the good ones. Alright, Blue Angel skills. Trickstars together. At the beginning of the duel, add one Trickstar Container, add one Lilybell, and one Holy Angel to your extra deck. The following effects can be used once per turn. Select one non-linked Trickstar monster you control and move that monster to another of your main zones. Right. So that's like only good for this card? Okay, I guess. Surely this isn't the best skill we got though. Surely not. Alright, Holy Angel Trek. The effect damage of your monsters whose original name is Trickstar Holy Angel will be doubled. Oh, well that's only for Holy Angel. And I don't think you can be you'll probably summon a couple after you've summoned her, but she's gonna be like one of your final cards you'll summon. She's link, what, 3? Oh, she's only link 2. Huh. Yeah, it'll be pretty sad if this is the best skill we got for him, but... Trickstar Trick. Can be used if your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Send one Trickstar monster to the graveyard from your hand. The normal draw for the next opponent's turn using this skill becomes 3 cards. What? The normal draw for the next opponent's turn after using this skill becomes 3 cards. At the end of that turn, banish random cards in your opponent's hand equal to the number of Trickstar cards in your graveyard. What am I reading here? What is this? Is it give your opponent 3 cards? Is that what I just read? Not only is it give your opponent 3 cards, but you have to send a Trickstar card from your own hand to the graveyard? 40 plus 3 burn. Yeah, here you go. Have a 3. Draw 2 extra cards, and I have to send a card from my hand to the graveyard. What the? This literally isn't real. You know what would be really funny though is if we somehow made it so your opponent couldn't play any cards for a turn. I don't know how you'd do that. Probably not possible. The opponent has to banish their entire hand or whatever the fuck it said at the end of this. But it's just not happening. You're just giving your opponent 2 extra draws of this thing. God damn. Alright, moving on. Trickstar Gig. Can be used if your life points are at 2,000 or below. Send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up to the number of Trickstar monsters you control. Okay. Then you can add 1 Trickstar card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Why would you use... Okay. Why would you use this over just playing Destiny Draw? This one relies on the gamble that you hit a Trickstar card you want. Destiny Draw just gives you the card you want. I don't get it. Why am I playing this? We have Destiny Draw in the game. Don't have to mill a Trickstar. I mean, you could already have one in the graveyard if you like. Or you could just grab one from your deck that you're playing multiple copies of anyway. You're just playing Destiny Draw over this. Then you can draw spell and trap cards as well, not just adding Trickstar cards. Destiny Draw at home. It's actually hot garbage. Alright. MARINCESS. Does she play MARINCESS in the anime? What the hell? I watched a little bit of it. I don't remember playing MARINCESS. Alright. Send 1 MARINCESS effect monster you control to the graveyard and add 1 MARINCESS monster to your hand from the deck that is 1 level higher than the original level of that monster sent to the graveyard. During this turn, you cannot normal special summon any monsters except MARINCESS monsters. Bruh, we don't have enough MARINCESS cards for this skill yet. We only have 1 MARINCESS Link monster. Bruh. Alright, I'm just going to assume we're getting more MARINCESS cards at some point, because I know what we're going to do with this thing. It's only level 2 until level 3. Hell yeah, then we're going to the only link 2 the deck has. Let's go. I mean, this is a really banger skill once we get some more MARINCESS cards. Wait a minute, we got another one. Change all link to or above MARINCESS link monster you control in the extra monster zone to MARINCESS Crystal Heart. We don't have the field spell yet, guys. What's this about? What the hell? Keep reading. The skill can be used once per duel. Oh, I kept reading. That's that it? Wait. Oh, this part. The monster change with this skill cannot be used as link with... Huh? Huh? What? The buff will be with the skill in 3 months' time. Okay, let's move on. Pretend that I didn't read that. Everything's ready. Can be used before your normal draw after your life points are decreased by 1,500. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be a TRICKSTAR or MARINCESS monster of your choice from your deck. Of your choice! They didn't make it random. Wow, so Destiny draw for TRICKSTARs, but only 1,500. Actually playable skill. But is that literally what we got? Is that what we got going for us? We've got some burn damage from Holly. We've got a move so that we can use the effect of your Link 2 we got added. And we've got give your opponent some extra cards. Holy fuck, her skills are kind of average, aren't they? Is there any skill anyone's actually excited for in this? What is this? These are so average. Bait character, bait box. Hey, I would say bait box. I mean, the TRICKSTAR stuff seems pretty bait, but the Water Exceed stuff seems based. But yeah, that is pretty bait if we were trying to go for TRICKSTARs. Oh god, I don't know, man. What is this? What are these skills? Why have we got skills giving your opponents cards? And who at Konami decided they were okay? Bro, what? Alright, what would they give us for their drops? I know we got the field spell. Alright, so we got TRICKSTAR, Foxglove, Witch. 2+ fairy monsters. If this card is special summoned, you can inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each card they control. If this Link summon casts straight battle or card effects, you special summon one Link 2 or lower TRICKSTAR monster from your extra deck. Okay, then inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each card they control. Link 3? Link 3? We're ending on this? Why would you end on this over Holly? This card seems bad. You'd end on Holly, right? Why would you want to end on this? I guess it's just a fat burn damage to your opponent for lethal at some point, maybe? If you just think you already can lethal your opponent. Field spell. If you link summon a TRICKSTAR monster, you can target one TRICKSTAR monster in your graveyard that was used as its material. Special summon in defense position, but negates effects. Banger. That's pretty good. This also means the Link one's a lot more viable as well. Okay. You can only use this effect of TRICKSTAR like only once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one set card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. While this card is in the field zone, that set card cannot be activated until the end phase, and your opponent must activate it during the end phase, else return it to your hand. The funny thing about this field spell is it's actually really good free-to-play removal. You can get this for some nice background move if you want it. Alright. Yeah, you have to be pretty desperate, but you're good. I think you definitely have to farm 3 of this, though. Wait. Is that all the effects? Oh, that's all the effects it has? Wait, I thought we were getting the token field spell. Are we not? Wait, doesn't the AI have the other one? The AI has stage. Has some live stage. I know we're getting light, but I thought we were getting this one. This is the only one we're getting? Oh, bro. I mean, it's not a bad field spell for climbing, but bruh, really? Why does the AI get the better one? This is giving you 2 tokens. Bruh. I mean, I guess this one can summon back Link 2s, I guess. So you can go into, like, your Link 3, then you can bring back Holly, but Holly's effects be negated then, so... Then you can bring back a random Link 2 and go into a Link 3 or something. Pretty sure the AI later in the event has a light stage and has reincarnation. Don't tell me that. that pisses me off. I mean, you're going to be running this card because it's back row removal at worst. It's searchable, and it does give you back a material used as a link summon, so... Are you playing 3 of this? Maybe? Probably? You'd hate to draw 2 of this, you'd hate it. But you probably need to play 3 of this because you don't really know what other plays this deck's making. I don't know, I feel like this deck's probably a bit better than I'm thinking it is. Like, battle damage wise, it seems like you could probably kill your opponent quite often with this shit. But meta wise, I don't think it has a chance. Not after reading those skills are so bad. I just described to you how to write in chat. Those art rewards cards once displayed on the event. Konami says that on the event page, so they're not leaked yet. I mean, I don't think we get any other. We're only getting these ones anyway, though, right? There's no other. You don't get more than 3 anyway on the new characters. It's waifu Warrocks. That's it. To be fair though, isn't Warrocks fucking? Didn't they Haven't they been doing some smashing recently? These guys have been randomly popping up in tournaments occasionally. I mean, top 32, yeah, top 4, okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll sum up the thoughts. All right. So thoughts are: Water Exceeds, MARINCESS, not MARINCESS. What the fuck is it called? Where are they? Mermail. Yeah, anything that's water related kind of got a massive buff with some of these cards. Paleo's gonna be sick. Atlantean's sick. Shark's sick. Any Water Exceeds deck just got a huge buff. But if you're looking to play Trickstar, I think it's going to be a beatdown rogue level deck, and probably not the greatest, is by the looks of things. The skill seems so average. I don't even know, like, I can't even fathom what skill I want to run, because, like, it's like choosing between just, like, do I want this pile of garbage, or this fucking toilet over here, you know? Like, what am I just choosing between here? What do I want? Do I want Holly to have some burn damage? Do I want discount Destiny draw? Do I want the ability to move a Trickstar to a different zone? that's not a link monster, just so I can potentially use this link too. That's might be the way to go if you're trying to beat down your opponent. Reducing their attacks or beat over them might be the way to go. It's only doing 200 per summon. Whereas you could reduce by 200 attack and beat over. I guess it's the same diff though, right? Oh, I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'll see what others are building, and I'll go from there, I think. The structure? I don't think we've had a structure leaked. We had like the picture leaked, but I don't think there's any deck linked yet to look at. Yeah, there's no deck to look at yet. Just find a deck to pair with TRICKSTAR. It's not really. Can TRICKSTAR? I know TRICKSTAR was used as an engine a shit ton in TCG. Could it be an engine in Duel Links? I don't know, bro. I really don't. Yeah, I did use Light Stage. Star Seraph TRICKSTAR. Star Seraph don't have any locks to Xyz? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. This is a. I don't know. The first video I wanted to make was TRICKSTAR because I think TRICKSTAR's gonna be like the most hyped one, but my god, that's gonna be a hard deck to build. I think. War Xyz seems damn easy though. Take this new skill, chuck your Amora in there, and beat your opponent for double 2800 damage. Insta kill everybody. That sounds hell fun. That actually sounds so fucking fun. I did make a Mermail video too. The box also drops for a character. Wait, when's the box drop? Huh? Is it soon? Like, really soon? Doesn't she drop in like 2 days? My DLM button. That's 5 hours before Blue Angel. Oh, so I guess I'll do it the day after then. 21st. Oh, so it's 2 days as well. Okay. Okay. Well, boys, it's been fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the review. Oh, it tells you the time. 10? What? What happened to releasing things at like close to midnight my time? Why is it 10:30 now? I know they used to do that time zone, but I thought they stopped it. What the fuck? Huh? Wait, is that PM? No, that's using 24-hour time. It's got to be fucking AM. It's what a stupid time. Tepar. Such an odd time for me. Right. Oh, it's so awful what time for uploads. I guess it's fine. Midnight's not exactly better. I don't like uploading during the day. I like uploading like closer to midnight. So uploading, God, whatever. I mean, to be fair, I could probably just dropping 4 hours before doesn't really matter for TRICKSTARs then, because I still would upload after that anyway. So I'd probably wait the 4 hours, then make the TRICKSTAR video, and upload it on time anyway. So I'll probably just wait till she releases anyway. I'm farming for a... I mean, to be fair, do I need to care about farming for a skill? It's all dog shit anyway. I think Paleo's probably the last video I do, because I think it's the one people can be least hyped for, I think. I'll just do the new Remora Shark skill, I think I'll do first. Is that already farmable, by the way? When can I farm that? Which is not available yet. I guess it'll become available as soon as the box drops, I guess. Okay, so I think I'll do Shark skill first then. And then we'll do her the next day. That way I can also see what other people have built first, so I can have some kind of idea of what the fuck I need to do. And we'll do Paleo the day after. That sounds good. Good plan, boys. I might even do a, that's what I want to check right now. Have I actually got a lot of the... I forgot the name of the cards again. Mermail. Have I got all of these? I think I do. The only one I'm missing is this one. This is like an outdated now. I don't give a shit about this. You don't need battle damage destroying ones. We need the special summony boy, which I've got 3 of. Okay, I can probably do a Mermail video too. It's probably playable. Alright. Well, boys, that's going to do it for today's video, or stream, live stream, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this interesting box. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, we're done here, boys. Boys and girls. Alright.